I met my boyfriend in year 2012, when I was in standard 10th. I was in school and he was in college, but we stayed in same colony. He saw me for the first time with my friends when we were coming from school. After a few months of staring, he decided to propose me. He must have planned and practiced several times before coming to me, but he stood dumbstruck when came to me. Everything was told to me by his friend accompanying him, and thus we were together, going around places in the colony itself. Since I came from a very strict family, my outing were restricted. Unable to meet him, I decided to bunk school. But soon I was caught as my friend, who was jealous of me, told everything to the class teacher. And it was parents meeting day when class teacher informed my parents. Since then all the problems started. I was beaten black and blue by my parents. They even thought of marrying me. After pleading them, they sent me to school again. After a week, I had no contact with him, as my parents asked my friends to stay away from me. I passed with good percentage in class 10th. My parents were still angry on me that they decided not to put me in any tuition in class 11th. I still managed with mathematics, physics and chemistry by my own. Here one of my friends got a phone from her parents and had internet at home as well. She told me that my boyfriend met her on Orkut and was asking about me, and he would call in break. I talked to him after 1 long year. It was Valentine's Day. Days passed talking on phone. I completed my 12th standard. He was pursuing engineering. I got my first cell phone and started with college. It was the most fun-filled days where I had all the freedom. Of course, during college hours only. But still at home things were not right. I was beaten for every small mistake, for bringing shame to my parents by indulging with a guy not from our language and caste. We started meeting each other, going for movies and spending quality time with each other. Here my parents started looking for a decent match for me. I kept ignoring marriage proposal from my parents. Still, I was beaten for saying no, as I lacked a good daughter image. Where a good daughter studies well, get good grades, and get married to whomever their parents ask them to. But I had become rebellious due to constant nagging. Days went on like this. I completed my graduation. He completed engineering. After he cleared bank examination and got a decent job, I did BN Ed and started teaching in a school. We decided, as we are working and financially stable, it's high time we should tell everything about us to our parents. As expected, both the parents answered in a big no. Again, I was beaten by both my parents for being in touch with my boyfriend. It was enough for me. I was sick and tired of this physical violence for every small thing. I was emotionally blackmailed by my parents. I decided to quit from this relationship. I broke up with him. He kept calling me, tried meeting me all the time. Leaving his job, he met my parents to explain them everything, but nothing changed their mind. I thought everything will change at my home, but to my dismay everything was as usual. Constant nagging and violence for bringing shame to the family. Finally, we decided to get married without our parents' permission. As the same treatment except physical violence, I would rather say the silent treatment, was given to him when he told about me at his home. We did a court marriage, and he decided to say this to his parents first. I was surprised that his parents continued silent treatment without uttering a word. They Just asked him to get a transfer as soon as possible, or to go to their native place to get married to another girl of their caste. 3 months passed, but they didn't ask him anything about me. I had enough of waiting. I decided to meet his parents in the most calm manner. His father offered me money to leave his son. I told him we got married to this. He asked me to take divorce. My husband took a stand and firmly said we are not going to get divorced. To this, his father asked him to leave his home. After this, I informed at my place and got the same reaction. We rented a house and started our life. Today we are happy, managing everything all alone, and proud parents of our son, who is 1 year old. Things are getting normal between our families after our son. Hope they forgive us for hurting them. We are still trying our best to make them accept our marriage.